Look, I defeated my fears, soaked a towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Brooks Reed with a tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And give him a gain of 37.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Ready? Go.
Now Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back.
And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The 13 yards that time at a 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 63 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And now out come the Patriots. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open, Gronkowski. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
Throwing now is Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. And now running right through it. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. And Charles, the Atlanta Falcons 1-4, and we're getting ready to see their offense again, but so far this year, the defense has been the issue. Not so much the points they're giving up, but the injuries that they've had to deal with.
When you're talking about linebacker Deion Jones, who they're hoping to get back off of IR later this year, but I don't think they're getting back safeties Keanu Neal and Ricardo Allen. That really weakens you down the middle, and, of course, on the back end of your defense. Last 3 games, they've given up 37, 37, and 41 points. If they're going to make a push it.
And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. He's going to look deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again is Ryan. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, Alabama. Right! Out!
Throwing on first down is Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Go! Right!
Brady now on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Looking for the end zone. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now it's Barner. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Brady to throw, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun. 20.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. 2 undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Freeman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stats.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
21.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Brady going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball. Get away, and Brady will go down. Vic Beasley in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Now Brady got to have this one. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Vic Beasley in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tech McKinley in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's when the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing again, Ryan. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Patriots get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Now a desperation throw. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Tandy. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic.
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You had fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now it's Barner. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Ryan wants to throw it. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the trolls, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with the 2 dot team, and who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win, are you pretty like no.
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. And skip to school.